Hello and happy 2023. Every time a new year starts, I tend to land upon a word that will be kind of my theme word for that year. It's just something that I've been doing for several years now, and usually it just kind of pops into my head several weeks before the close of the year as I'm thinking through the new year. And I just wanted to share a bit about what my word or theme for 2023 is going to be. It really popped up when I was watching the movie Disenchanted on Disney Plus, the sequel to Enchanted. And I don't know why people didn't like this movie. It isn't rated super high on Rotten Tomatoes or anything, both by critics and audience members. But I found myself really enjoying it. And there is a particular song that Idina Menzel sings called Love Power, which kind of becomes the main theme of the whole movie. And as I was experiencing this song while watching the movie, there was just something in my brain that was saying, you know what? I like this. It is totally a power ballad. It is totally meant to showcase Idina's amazing vocals, and you could view the lyrics as really cheesy or not super complicated or complex, but it just kind of accomplishes what it's meant to accomplish. And I was imagining myself as a little kid, if I were to watch it when I was younger, just loving this moment. And then of course there's a rational, mature part of my brain that then comes in and is trying to explain things away. It's a song called Love Power that's kind of lame. It's not the most musically innovative thing ever, but I was just able to, while I was watching this movie, be like, you know what? It doesn't need to be those things. And I also think you could analyze the music and lyrics and see some more complexity, but that's for another day. And I found myself just saying, I just want to experience the magic of it. And that's what the movie felt like to me. It just felt magical, and it still had heart, and I was still brought to tears by the end because of what the message ends up being in the movie. But I really came away from this film being like, I want to experience magic. And when you think about it, magic is kind of an important part of theater making in general and musicals specifically. There is just something magical about seeing a story unfold by actors on stage in real time. And then of course add in the power of music, and that magic, in my opinion, increases exponentially. So that's my word for 2023. It's magic. And the way I've written it out for myself in my journal is that I want to see magic, I want to find magic, and I want to make magic. And already there's these like adult alarm bells or intellectual alarm bells going off, being like, ugh, that sounds so like woo-woo or silly. And I'm trying to just embrace it. I think as creative people, we're all a little woo-woo and we're all a little silly. And I believe that that's especially true for musical theater people because we're willing to take that leap. Like, we know they're singing, we know that there are songs, but unlike some folks for whom that's a barrier, we embrace that. We embrace the silliness of people singing songs on stage to tell the story and are able to move past the silliness into the feels, the magic, the experience. In fact, I've put a little reminder on my desk. This is something I got when I was a kid. And whatever your feelings are about the corporation of Disney, I know I've talked about a Disney property with Disenchanted, and now I'm wielding a Mickey Mouse figurine. And you know, we could have debates and analyze it to death, and that's fine, and I think there's room for that. But I also don't want to forget that childlike magic that drew me to want to tell stories in the first place. So, magic. What about you? Do you do themes for your years? What are some themes that are coming up for you, or things that you are wanting to focus on in 2023? Let me know in the comments down below. And I'm trying this on for the new year because I took a business planning class and they encouraged us to do this. If you like this video, please hit the like button. If you are interested in watching more of my videos, please feel free to subscribe. And I'm gonna leave it at that. All right, I'll see you in the next video.